So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Barton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Detroit! Gone!
From the gun, Barton. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Barton. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Barton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Barton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that... he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, look at 56.
Operating from the gun, Barton. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Barton. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, Barton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag. No,
I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here now the offense heading back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, Washington looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes is won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. throwing on first down. Barton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Barton. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Connor. What a spin. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Barton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. James has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruiser?
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A handoff for Washington. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3-19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Barton got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Washington. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
On 1st down, Barton. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barton. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Barton. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Throwing on first down, Barton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Barton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Barton. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Detroit! Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Barton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Detroit!
Back to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. First down now, but that clock rolling. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final try now for Bortles. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's